Well, we're going to be doing some Christmas carols. This is a second in a series of doing Christmas carols. This is with a soprano ukulele. It's a very small one. It's really is designed for a child, and it's for an adult. It's kind of difficult to get your fingers in these little frets, but for like a 6 or 7 year old boy or girl, it may be just exactly the right size. So we're going to give it a try. We're going to do some Christmas carols. Right now it's October, and we need to, but we need to practice and learn these songs so that when it gets to be about Christmas time, we can go out caroling with our family, and we'll sing. I've got a few Christmas carols all written up, ready to go. Uh, First of all, we're going to tune it. One is a G, and then a C, and an E, and an A. And the second most string from the top is like middle C on the piano. So you can play, if you're familiar with the piano, you can play middle C on the piano and tune that string to that note. And the top string is the G above that. And the third one from the top is the E. So it goes, and then the last one is the A above it. So like if you're familiar with the song Do, re, mi, fa, sol, do, a deer, a female deer. This is the do, and this is the mi. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. That's the la. So anyway, my dog has fleas. That's how you tune it. Or you can get a little tuner that comes along. Sometimes they come along with one of my ukuleles that I bought. The tuner came with it. So, and it has different ways to tune things. You can tune guitars or ukulele or a violin with a tuner. It has a little options on the back of it. But this one is all in tune. It's ready to go. And the first song we're going to do is Silent Night. Now, Silent Night is a song that's it's in 3/4. It means there's 3 beats a measure. So it's like a waltz. Boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick. Silent Night. And the first chord we're going to play is the G chord. The G chord is right here. We put your middle finger there. You put your middle finger on the bottom string in the second fret. You put your index finger in the second fret, second string from the end. And you can put your ring finger right in the middle. So that's how you play the G chord. And then the C chord is very easy. The C chord is only just one, you can put the ring finger right there. And that's in the third fret on the very bottom string. And that's how that sounds. And then the D chord has got these 3 strings. This one, and this one, all down together. And that's how that sounds. So that's the D. And we have to, in this song, we have to switch from the G to the D. And one of the ways you can play a D is you can play a D7, which is this finger over here, this finger in the second one, and leave out the middle string. So you only have this one and this one down. And that's a D7. And that's how that sounds. And it's very easy to go from the G to the D7. You just move these fingers over one string each. So you might try that. That's a good way to play a D7. So, with all that said, let's give it a try. Silent Night. Normally on this one, you can play with your finger, or you can use a guitar. You can play with your thumb, or you can play with a guitar pick, or you can play with the corner of a business card if you want to do that. Normally, I just play with my index finger on my right hand. And when you have a song in 3/4, it's normally you emphasize the first note, the first beat of the measure, and you play the other two softer. So you go like down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. You can do like that, or you can do down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Anyway, however you would like to do it, how you feel it sounds best for you. And when you first start, it may be difficult to move your fingers around to the different spots on the fretboard. And so you just sort of take your time and do it slow and work it out. So let's just take our time and do the first part of it, okay? So we go silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright around the Virgin Mother and Child. Only infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. So you take your time and do it, work it out. If you have to wait a little bit before you sing, all is calm. In other words, you can do the all silent night, holy night. And then you kind of have to pause a little bit because your fingers don't move quite that fast when you're first getting started. And you can go, all is calm. And you have to wait a little bit to get back all is bright. So take your time, work it out, practice a little bit. Let's try it right from the top. This is assuming you have been able to practice a little bit and you can give it a try. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round the Virgin Mother and Child, holy and so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glorious streams from heaven above, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, your light, radiant beams from the holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. That's Silent Night. Now we can do another song. And this other song is in 3/4. And I think it's called, we're going to do Silver Bells. Silver Bells. So here we see the same chords, G, C, D. And here we're actually have showed the D7 chord. So the D7 we use, if you're going from the G to the D7, just move these two fingers over from one set of strings to the next set of strings. You only have to move very much. So the only thing you have to do is you don't play the middle note. When you're playing the G, you have that middle note here. But you notice this one and this one, they just move over too. They just move over to a different set of strings. So it goes here to here. Okay? So let's see what we got here. City Sidewalks. It's the same kind of rhythm. It's a waltz type song. 3/4, 3 beats per measure. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile, and on every street corner you'll hear silver bell, silver bell. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. City streetlights, even stoplights, twinkle holiday as the shoppers rush with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids march. This is Santa's big scene, and above all this hustle, you'll hear silver bell, silver bell. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. So that's another song. 3/4. I think we're going to do another song. This one is in the key of C, and it's called Away in a Manger. So here we have the C chord that we've had before. We have the G chord that we had before. But this is a new one for us. This is called the F chord. In the F chord, you put one finger in this spot right here. The second string from the bottom in the first fret, and you do that with the index finger, and you put your middle finger on the bottom, the topmost string closest to you, so you have these two. And then the F sounds like this. So this one has a transition from C to F. And another way you can play the G chord is, instead of playing it this one here and this one here and this one here, when you're playing the F chord, you're going from an F to a G, you can put your finger right here on that first one and play these two fingers for the G, and this is a G7 chord. So be C, F, G7. You keep this little finger in the same spot. So the F, from the F to the G7, keeping that finger in that same spot, you can play the G7 right here. So let's give it a try. Away in a manger, no crib for a babe. Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky look down where he lay. The little Jesus asleep on the hay. But can the poor lady weeps, but little Jesus, no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is mine. Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay close by forever and love me, I pray. Bless all of your children in thy tender care, and bid us forever to your name. So that's Away in a Manger. You see. Well, let's do a song everybody likes to sing, Jingle Bells. We can do Jingle Bells. This one's got the same chords that we had before, G, C, and D. And for this one here, we have a transition from C to D. Well, there's a different way of playing a D7. I showed you how to play the D with these three together on the second fret. Well, in this particular case, we can do a D7 with your ring finger and keep it right there, and you can put that down, those three down there, and you can put your index finger on top of your middle finger to give a little more pressure. And you can do that, or you can do this and put your index finger down there and put the third finger right on top of it, and your fourth ring, your ring finger in that third spot, and you go. And so if you're going from a C to a D, like C to a D, and over here we do C to a D, that would be very easy to go from a C to a D7. So you go C to a D7 like this. C, so you go. That's the change of the chords. And so sometimes you'd use different fingering for the chords because the songs, they move fast. You want to be able to have your fingers go quickly from one chord to the other chord. And it all depends on how you feel you want to play the chord and how you can do it. You just have to try it and practice it and go over it. So when it comes to Christmas time, you can go have a good time with all your friends and family and play along and sing and have a good time. Find out who has the best Christmas cookies in the neighborhood. So you go out and sing in front of their front door. They invite you in, and you can have a cup of coffee and maybe some hot cocoa and sample their Christmas cookies. Anyway, and then bring them along with you when you go to the next house. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Jingle Bells. Okay. This one is in 4/4. It's not a waltz, not like the other one. So when we do Jingle Bells, we can do Jingle Bell. You can go down, 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 or you can go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, or you can however you want to do it. That's a good way to do it. Just do it so that you have fun doing it and you can strum along while you're singing and keeping the rhythm. So here we go. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleigh song tonight. Oh, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride into Miss Betty Bright. Was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank. Misfortune seemed his lot. He got into a drifted boat, and we got upset. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. So when you're doing the chords, sometimes you don't get your fingers exactly the right way, just like I did, you know. But keep going, keep trying, and if you have smaller fingers, you may actually be able to do it better than I did. Kind of a small fretboard for an old man like me, but if you're like a 5 or 6 year old kid, why it could be exactly what you need. So that's Jingle Bells. Now we're going to do another song. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's do Rudolph. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Here we go. Rudolph. And this is the same chords, G, C, and D. Here again, this one I think probably would be better to do D7 this way, where we move it from the G chord here and move those fingers over to the next string and lift up this thing and go back. So because it has a lot of transitions between G and D, D and then G. And the C doesn't even come into play until over here. That's just the only time we use the C. So it's mainly G and D all the time. So anyway, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw him, you would even say hello. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And all the reindeer loved him, and they shouted with glee, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history as Rudolph. And there's another very popular song this time of year, Frosty the Snowman. Let's see if we can find Frosty. Okay, Frosty the Snowman. This one here, this has the D to G. And we don't have very many C to G. So let's just give it a try. We'll see where it works out best. Sometimes it's easier. Okay. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul with a corn up and nose and 2 eyes made of clothes. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in the old book that they found. For when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was the lightest he could be. And the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the Snowman had the sun was out that day. So he said, let's run, we'll have some fun out for a melt away. Down to the village where the broomstick in his hand, running here and there on the railway spur, saying, catch me if you can. He led them down the streets of town, right to the perfect top. And he only paused a moment when he heard him on the stop. Oh, Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye, saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity thump, thumpity thump thump, over the hills of snow. So that's Frosty. And now let's see what else we can do. We can do Up on a Housetop. Up on a housetop. G, C, and D. So let's give it a try. Up on a housetop, clean your paws. Out comes good old Santa chimney with good say, yeah. First comes a stocking of little Nell. Oh, dear Santa, fill it well. Give her a dolly that laughs and cries, one that will open and shut her eyes. Oh, 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 who wouldn't go? Oh, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on a housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. Look at the stocking of little Will. Oh, just see what a glorious fill. Here is a hammer and lots of tacks, a whip and a ball and a whip that cracks. Oh, 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 who wouldn't go? Oh, 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 who wouldn't go? Up down the housetop, click, 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 and down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. Okay, now we're going to do a Spanish song. We're going to do, Feliz Navidad. This has got a new E minor chord in it. The E minor chord, one finger there, one finger there, one finger there. So it's like the G, except you can put that. You can play it like this. That one in the second fret, bottom string. It's the third fret, second from bottom string. The fourth fret, the third from the bottom string. So right here, like that. This is a little faster and it might be a little harder to play. And this is the last song we're going to do. And so, but it's a lot of fun to play. And if you happen to want to, you can just forget about changing and going to the E minor chord. You can just continue playing the G chord. It's not going to be that much different. Versus, but we're going to try to do it the way that it's written, and let's give it a try. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. Okay, this one here, this one is very easy to go from the C to the D7. I think I showed you how to play the D7 before. This is the D7. So where it says D, you can play the D7. So in other words, if you're going Feliz Navidad, and then you can go Feliz Navidad, back to G. And now you can go to the E minor. Feliz Navidad, Prospero año en felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. So now you can do it at speed for a while until you get up to speed and you get used to moving your fingers around to the different chord positions. And after you do it a little fast, we can go a little faster. We'll give it a try. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. So that's it. That's all the songs we have in our Christmas Carol book. What you might want to do is practice these and practice them along with your sisters and brothers and parents and guitar players. And you can use your ukulele to play along. You can have other people play spoons or bongos or other percussion instruments. Uh, have fun. Have fun with Christmas. Um, enjoy and have a Merry Christmas. You ready? You're recording. Yeah. This is on Twitch.